good. All right, let me know when you're ready, and I'll go ahead and switch the screen over.
Con sir. So like I said, you still want to see if your phone work for the thing, sir?
Y'all about to check it out in a minute. Hold on one second.
Con sir.
Because they can still hear us because you can't pause that mic.
Okay, con sir. I'm ready, sir.
All right, let me. All right, you live.
Shalom, Israel. This is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West 125th Street, out of Harlem, New York, underneath Commander General Yohana. We are not affiliated or associated with any other Israelite group, man. Monday's night class is scripture breakdown class, where we'll be breaking down scriptures and answering questions. If you have any questions, feel free to ask and we will answer them. All right. All right. We in the feast of dedication. Right now we in one of our feast days. One of the feast of dedications right now is what we're doing and what we're observing right now. Damn, it's a lot. So I'm supposed to have the menorah lit in it.
Say it again.
I'm supposed to have the menorah lit, sir.
Yeah, no sweat. You got it. I got you. Don't worry about it. I got it.
You know what I'm saying? And we're going to go into some more scriptures. Officer Natazal Gabar went into a lot of good details, and he broke down, everything consistent of the Feast of Dedication and how we started to celebrate Hanukkah and everything. But I'm also going to tie into how Hanukkah and how everything we went through back then is still happening to this day. How we're still suffering and how we're still destroyed in this land called America, man, and all over the earth. All 12 tribes are suffering right now in the earth, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have weak leaders who have misled us and guided us, man. You know what I'm saying? And we are in a horrible condition right now in this time of age in the earth, man. All 12 tribes are suffering, not just Judah, not just Issachar, but all 12 tribes right now are suffering, man. You look all over the earth, we are in a horrible condition, man. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we are destroyed in this land called America, South America, Jamaica, Barbados. You look around and wherever you see the 12 tribes of Israel, we are destroyed, man. We are destroyed and we are in a horrible condition, man. You know what I'm saying? We're going to bring out some stories. We're going to bring out a lot of scriptures, and we also going to bring out, any questions that you want to ask also. You know what I'm saying? So, like, let me see. Can I get the first scripture? All right, we're gonna go into the book of Maccabees because you know what I'm saying? Because we're gonna let you know how the nation of Israel, how we lost our identity, and how that's a part of the curses, man. Us losing our identity is part of the curses in the Bible, man. And we're going to show you that this isn't the only time that this happened to the nation of Israel. This wasn't the only time that we lost our identity and had somebody, our false leaders, mislead us and misguide us, man. You know what I'm saying? This has always been something that has happened when it comes to dealing with the nation of Edom ruling over us. One thing about Edom and what he realizes and what he knows is, as long as we do not keep our laws, statutes, and commandments, and we sin against the Most High, he's able to be in rulership and be in authority. That's why we always stress heavily and continuously how important it is for the 12 tribes of Israel to come back and start serving the Most High. If we come back and start serving the Most High, our conditions will change, man. Everything that we're going through right now will change if we come back and start serving the Most High, man. But we have false leaders, man, who have taught us how to serve our oppressors rather than serve the Most High, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is horrible, man. I watched Jesse Jackson during the Ahmaud Arbery case come out there, hold his hands up with the Christian pastors, and brag about how we won. He was like, "Yeah, we finally got justice. We got justice for Ahmaud Arbery." And and then also on the back end, he turned around and said, "We should be thankful for this victory, and we should be thankful for Thanksgiving as well." I'm just paraphrasing what he said, but he also made it a reference for black folks, Latinos, and whoever felt happy about the victory for Ahmaud Arbery, making sure that we go out and celebrate Thanksgiving as well. When Thanksgiving is the slaughter of the Native Indians, man.
Damn right.
And that's the problem with these so-called leaders, man. The leaders in the black, Latino, Native Indian community. They're so worried about making Massa happy that they're willing to do anything just to get a piece of his pie, just to get a seat at his table. They're willing to do anything and everything, man. That's why you had Reverend Al Sharpton get up there and say in front of the whole wide world that we should be thankful on Thanksgiving this year. You know what I'm saying? Like, good night. We should be thankful that one brother finally got justice, but what about all the 77 million Native Indians who receive no justice, man? Who are living on reservations and who have become alcoholics, who have become drug addicts, man. You got young sisters living on the reservations, man, who are getting kidnapped and nobody's saying anything about it, man. You got young sisters on the reservation going to different cities such as Las Vegas and California and prostituting themselves out just to get alcohol, just to get drugs, just to run away from the pain and poverty that they're dealing with on the reservations, man. But yet your leaders tell us to celebrate Thanksgiving, man. Your leaders are weak, man. Your Christian pastors weak. Your black politicians are weak. All of them are weak, man. They're cowards, man.
That's right.
And that's the reason why we have to understand that we should not follow after these false leaders, man. The Most High has sent the leader for the nation of Israel, and that is Commandant General Yohanan, man. He is the one who is ordained to watch over the nation of Israel right now, man. He's the one. He's the one that put the work in, man. And we thank him for it, man. It's like I was gonna.
This if I could,
Concert.
just a sidebar. This Roku is still set on the other box that they had gave us.
Oh
So
shit.
in order for me to do this, I'm gonna have to have the remote control. I got a remote control at the crib, but they ain't doing us no good right now.
Kind of
So
concert.
I'm not gonna be able to. I'm not gonna be able to get on it right now.
Kind of concert. Concert. I'm gonna start at. I'm about to go to. I'm gonna go to the book of First Maccabees, chapter 4, verse 11. Want me to read, sir?
I got you.
Okay, good.
Chapter 4, verse 11.
Kind of what kind, sir?
First Maccabees 4 and 11. That so all the heathen may know that there is one who delivereth and saveth Israel.
Oh, select, sir.
First Maccabees.
Oh, select, sir. First Maccabees chapter 1 and verse 11, sir.
Oh, chapter 1, verse 11.
Select, sir.
First Maccabees chapter 1, verse 11. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men.
Right. In those days, this is the time where the Greeks, so-called Alexander the Greek, this is when he was in rulership over the whole earth, man. Where he was one of the most powerful army generals back then. I ain't gonna say general, but just one of the most powerful, one of the most powerful persons on the earth when it came to battle, when it came to war. The Greeks were phenomenal, man, for murdering and killing people. You know what I'm saying? It was no statute and limitations when it came to their brutality, when it came to murdering. They didn't show any mercy. And that's why everybody feared them. They showed no mercy when it came to war. when it came to battle. They killed whoever, whatever. They did not care. Children, women, mother. They spared not nobody. And the only thing they would do is murder you, kill you, and take all your goods. And take your culture. No different than today with America. What did America do to the Native Indians? The so-called pilgrims who got off the Mayflower. They came here, murdered, raped, and robbed, and stole everything for the so-called Gadite brothers and sisters. And then stole their history. And now they call themselves Native Indians. Oh, I'm 5% Cherokee. I'm 5% Black Hawk. Like, you 100% devil. That's what you are.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But this has been something that has always been a problem amongst the nation of Israel, man. Our problem hasn't been that we don't know how to serve the Most High. Our problem has always been that we have always wanted to love these other nations, man. We've always wanted to be in the bed with these other heathen nations, man. That has been the problem with the nation of Israel, man. We have always wanted to love these other nations, man.
That's right.
We want to be accepted by everybody. We want to get along with everybody. But what we have failed to realize is that is a part of our destruction, man.
Right.
Because the Most High never intended for the nation of Israel to get along with everybody.
That's right.
You know, why do you think when you look in the Bible, you always see the nation of Israel having problems and altercations with these other nations outside of the 12 tribes? Because the Most High never intended for us to be with these nations. Our culture and our laws and our statutes and our commandments, it keeps us away from these other nations, man.
Right.
It makes them frown upon us on how righteous we are when it comes to keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. No different than now than being in America. You tell people that you don't celebrate Christmas and Thanksgiving, they look at you as if you're crazy, as if you some kind of monster, especially if you got kids. Oh, y'all celebrate Christmas? Oh, nah, we don't celebrate Christmas. What about the kids? Nah, we don't let them celebrate it either. Oh, y'all selfish, y'all wrong. They look at us as if something's wrong with us because we would rather serve the Most High rather than serve men.
Right.
And that's always been the problem with the leaders of Israel, man. They stopped focusing on serving the Most High and they began to serve their flesh and serve these heathens and thought that was the right way. So, like, sir, I was going to go back into it, sir.
No sweat. Who persuaded many saying.
So, like, they did what, sir?
Who persuaded many.
Right, just like these Christian pastors and our religious leaders today, man, all these politicians, they have persuaded many. Martin Luther King persuaded many. Mm-hmm. Martin Luther King told us that we should march and turn the other cheek. And when they turned the other cheek, they got sprayed with a water hose, man. You turned the cheek and the water hose came and hit you so hard that the skin came off your body from the water hose. You turned the other cheek and they released the dogs and the dog bit your other cheek, literally. That's what happened, man, when we had these wicked men of the nation of Israel who persuaded many of us, man. They still do it to this day, man. That's why it was so disgusting to see Realm Al Sharpton. Why does this man even call himself a reverend? What church does he teach at?
Right.
I have yet to see Realm Al Sharpton in a church with the congregation. You know, I'm not telling him he should, but I'm just saying I've never seen him in the congregation doing any type of Sunday service.
Right.
But I have seen him with these multi-billion-dollar companies trying to squeeze his way into their pockets.
Right.
So like it with blackmail and extortion and all other type of things. You know what I'm saying? Like these leaders of ours, man, have persuaded many of our people, man. You know what I'm saying? It even goes to the nation of the so-called 10 tribes too. We done had a lot of so-called leaders persuade our people to do wicked, man. You know, persuade us to eat pork, to eat shrimp, to eat crab, to eat lobsters. Oh, pork is the other white meat. Your Christian pastor, he persuaded a lot of y'all on Thanksgiving. He persuaded a lot of y'all on Thanksgiving to get that country, what it is, honey baked ham with the pineapples on it and the brown sugar You know, smothered in brown sugar. You just like I guarantee you, the ham was one of the first things to go. Nobody likes that dry ass turkey.
Right.
That damn turkey be so dry, like you gonna be eating sandwiches for the next 5 days with that dry turkey. Yeah, turkey sandwich gonna be dry. The turkey on Thanksgiving was dry. You gonna be putting cranberry sauce on your damn sandwich. You know what I'm saying? But that ham with that pineapple and brown sugar on top, that was the first thing to go.
Like if I could, they pick that thing all the way down to the bone.
you see Uncle Scoop in the nibbling on the bone, like, God damn, this nigga a dog. So like, Scoop the damn mutt. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then this the crazy thing about it, they get a damn dog the damn pork bone.
Good.
Damn dog living a life of sin now.
Damn.
Like, damn. Damn dog don't got included in on the sun. You go out in the backyard, damn dog eyes bloodshot red, his blood pressure high. Somebody get that dog a blood pressure pill. Sparky's about to clock out. You know what I'm saying? Like, good gracious, man. Our leaders, man, have misled us and drove us right to the slaughter, man. You know, they have brought us right to the slaughter, man. You know what I'm saying? And so, like I said, I was going to get this story. So, did you want me to share this story to you, sir?
About I can read it for you.
Okay, con. So, let me get this story for you. I'm going to get you a story. You know, your rim telling y'all to go out there and celebrate Thanksgiving. Well, let's find out what happened on Thanksgiving this year. Let's find out.
And if I could,
Con, sir.
And it's heavy because I know you're gonna bring out some tragedies that have happened on Thanksgiving, but just for everybody who's paying attention, this tragedy that he's about to bring is just one of millions of tragedies that happen in a year.
Right.
When it comes down to celebrating the white man's holidays, you always hear the ISUPK on the corner saying, "Don't celebrate the so-called white man's holidays. It's an abomination. It's against God." And you wonder why we say that. We say that because you are not protected by the Most High when you're out there celebrating those holidays. You understand? You have pledged your allegiance to Shaitan,
right,
or Satan. And when you pledge your allegiance to Satan, you die. You understand? So now, while you sitting there and then even if I could, real quick, look it up. Just and don't even think of it. Don't even think of death right away, because that happens. It happens a lot. But think about the fact that some child is going to get molested on that day.
Right.
Some child is going to get molested or get raped on that day by their uncle or their cousin, because y'all ain't paying attention. Y'all getting drunk. Y'all eating turkey. Y'all eating ham, and y'all ain't giving a damn about nothing else. Meanwhile, 5, 6-year-old, 10-year-old, Taquisha is somewhere back in one of the rooms in the dark corners getting molested by her uncle or cousin. You understand? And that happens. You know what I'm saying? And it's because of y'all. It's because of your disobedience to the Most High that these things happen. You know what I'm saying? It's no coincidence. And then it's funny because I had posted an article, and the article talks about how Thanksgiving is one of the most dangerous holidays in out of all of the holidays. I thought Christmas was.
Damn.
But it says that Thanksgiving, because the crime rate and the death rate, you know what I'm saying, on Thanksgiving alone, and not just Thanksgiving, but of course Black Friday, because Black Friday crime surges, murder surges, all of that surge, because everybody out there trying to get this and get that, and they dying over products and all of this and stuff, all of this stuff. But on Thanksgiving, so many thousands of people die, and a lot of the stories it's funny because a lot of the stories start right in somebody's house within your family. It's not like one person leaves their house, goes to the store, and then end up getting shot by a random person from across town. A lot of these stories are family members killing each other, man.
Right.
Like the dad is shooting up everybody in the family, or the grandmother's killing everybody, or somebody just went berserk and just killed up all the family members in the house. That's where it's happening. That's because that spirit is disgusting and evil, man.
Damn right, sir.
That was it.
Damn right, sir. Right. That spirit, man, of things. Whew, that spirit is horrible, man. You know what I'm saying? I wonder how many fights. I think, so like I said, that fight I showed you yesterday, I don't want with, that was on Thanksgiving.
Man,
That was on Thanksgiving. A brother I know in the world got knocked out so hard. I didn't hang with him on a daily basis. I just knew him, just to throw that out there. But he got hit so hard that his body literally just flopped like he broke his spinal cord because of how he just passed out.
Right.
Like, but that was on Thanksgiving, and guess what? He was drunk. Drunk as hell, like everybody on Thanksgiving. Majority of your family drunk. Drunk. You got Uncle Cliff who never could control himself. Like you said, I don't want Uncle Cliff a pervert.
Mm-hmm.
He don't molested the young girl when she was young. Now she's an adult and he's back to being Uncle Cliff, that freaky bastard who's touching and rubbing on her, and Uncle Cliff ends up getting beat up by her husband.
But so, like, if I could
Come
add
on,
on to that, because that's heavy. Plot twist. The plot twist is that everybody knew he was like that. Everybody knew. The mama, the daddy. Oh, you know how Uncle, you know how he is. Don't pay him no mind. Everybody knew he was like that. They still invited him over. Because he fun and exciting. When he get to drinking, he get to telling jokes, and he make everybody laugh. Meanwhile, when the jokes is over and everybody just minding their business, he's somewhere molesting one of them kids.
Good night.
And that's the thing that kills me the most about Christians, man, is the grandmother could know about it. The mother could know about it. All of them could know about it, and they will not say nothing. Because we don't want to destroy the family. We all supposed to be coming together and loving each other and doing this in the name of Jesus and the name of Thanksgiving and this and that. Meanwhile, everybody has to shut their damn mouth. And for the sake of everybody coming together, everybody has to shut their mouth about Uncle Pervert molesting somebody's child.
In the name of a feast. You gotta go slide and say, that is heavy as hell out of wine. It's like, in the name of a feast, you willing to sit next to that same uncle who molests all the little children. All the little girls. I remember General Hyman said that once. He said that in the class. He said, you got that filthy uncle who has molested generations of girls. He molested the mother, the daughter, and now the granddaughter. And everybody's still gonna sit there with Uncle Cliff because he's funny. When he, it's like, so you gotta say.
It's like, if I could, and it's like one of those things that's almost unspoken of. They get together every now and then, and somebody might slip up while they drunk and say, "Well, you remember what Uncle? Girl, shut up! Don't say that! Don't say that! We ain't talking about that." And that's the cousins, the nieces, the aunts, every damn woman inside the family knows that Uncle Cliff was molesting her, man.
And somebody gonna bring it out, but they trying to keep that good image because you know Big Mama is a diehard Christian.
Oh man,
Big Mama, Big Mama got the 50-gallon hat. You know, she could take all the water from Niagara Falls in that hat. You know, you got Big Mama now. She just she's the what is she at the church? The usher.
She on the usher board.
Them same white gloves, she gonna pinch the hell out you with them too. Same white gloves, she gonna pinch you right in your neck. But that's Big Mama. She know her brother Cliff don't touch on everybody. But then when everybody come over to Big Mama house, she want everybody to shut up. Like I don't want to say it, they be about to bring it out about Uncle Cliff. Uncle Cliff drunk, he touching on everybody. And she got to pull it right. Shh, don't do that. Don't embarrass the family. Don't embarrass the family. I handle Cliff. And Cliff cannot be handled. And I remember when I was in the world out on, when I went to go celebrate Thanksgiving with this brother. You know what I'm saying? Like my mother had cooked, but I was in the streets, so I was just running back and forth in the streets.
Right.
And I remember the fight happened at my homeboy house. And it was his aunt's husband beating up, who was it, the granddaddy? Beat up the damn granddaddy, and everybody wanted to kill the aunt's husband.
Damn.
Because the aunt had got raped by the granddaddy.
Damn.
And they all was drinking, and she started crying. And it struck a nerve with him, and I ain't gonna say, he stole off on the granddaddy. I mean, I can understand, you know, that's your woman, she crying, you know, because she was trying to talk about it. and everybody wanted her to shut up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just sitting on the outside, like I'm on the front porch, and I just start hearing commotion in the house. Every time she come over here, she be starting. She shouldn't have came over here. If she was gonna act like that, you should have just stayed where you were at. And they stay in no argument. They in no arguing. And the only thing you hear is somebody go, "Oh no, hell no." He done knocked out the damn granddaddy. You know what I'm saying? And it's a commotion. Everybody want to kill him. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying anything was right. I was young at that time. I might have been like 14. I didn't understand what I know now, but now I can understand his frustration. Your wife in there crying because the granddaddy and her granddaddy don't molested her.
Right.
Don't rape her, and she trying to come by and be, family oriented, but she cannot forget the horror and the pain of being raped. And now everybody's mad at her because she want to speak about it, because she want to say something about it, because nobody wanted to listen to her when she told them about the rape. And the worst thing about it was when her own sister said it. Her older sister was like, every time you come over here, you always trying to start something. Like, the girl got raped by the goddamn granddaddy. Like this, and I don't think it was like her biological granddaddy. I think it was the grandmother's new husband.
So, like, if I could,
Colonel Khan, sir.
That's usually where it's at.
Colonel Khan, sir.
Because if you go look at the statistics, the percentage of fathers who are biological that rape their children is so much lower. I mean, extremely low compared to the stepfathers that molest their stepchildren.
Right.
The stepfathers that molest their stepchildren, the new boyfriend or the new husband, is usually the one who molests the children, and it's at a high rate, a ridiculous rate. I think General Muhammad brought that out in class one day, where they was reading the statistics of how one in every, was it 3 or 4?
3 or 4, Colonel Khan.
1 out of every 4 homes where there's a stepfather or a new boyfriend, there's a child getting molested.
Damn. Let that be a lesson for all you sisters who like to dump a man and get another man. 1 out of 4, I think it was either 3 or 4 out of 1, but 1 out of 3 or 4 young girls will be molested by the mother's new boyfriend.
Damn.
That is a fact. Like, you over there, and I remember, damn, where did that happen at? Where did that happen at, man? I'm trying to remember. Where did that happen? It was on something I was watching, and the woman had found out that her boyfriend was having sex with her 14-year-old daughter, and he was trying to beg her not to go to the police. She was like, "How could you do this to me? How could you do this? You sleep with my daughter? You sleep with my daughter?" He was like, "Please don't go to the police." And she was like, "I ain't gonna go to the police." Grabbed the gun, about to shoot him and kill him.
Sheesh.
He had to run out the damn house. Like, that's what women don't understand, man. Your young daughters, man, her father is not gonna look at his daughter like some type of grown woman. That's gonna be his baby. That's his little girl. He gonna be on her tail. Hey, go put some clothes on. Right. You can't walk around the house like that. What's wrong with you? You done lost your mind.
Right.
But that stepdaddy, he see her walking around on his shorts, and guess what he see? He see a woman.
Damn right.
He see a woman. He don't see no 12, 13-year-old little girl. He sees a woman.
That's right.
And guess what he's going to want to do to that woman when mama go to work? Guess what he going to want to do? He going to want to touch and molest, man.
So, like, if I could,
kind of concept.
He going to do what he think is making her a woman. Oh. He going to tell her, "I'm going to make you a woman tonight."
Listen. Ooh, you touch any one of these children in a UPK, Salakia.
Unspoken, but it will happen. Trust me.
One cons.
It will happen.
One cons, sir.
It is unspoken. You ain't gonna hear us say it out our mouth, but just know that it will happen.
One west to the death.
Damn right.
That's all you need to know. You ain't touching no kids and her. Listen, that is disgusting, man. Salakia, sir. I'm trying to think where the hell we was at out of one.
We was on First Maccabees.
So I was gonna go into that article.
Oh yeah, the article. That's right. Let me see if I got it from you.
I had sent it to your
messenger.
Sir.
All right, hold on 1 second. I'm about to pull it up for you. All right, I got it right here. Thanksgiving brings strong winds. Is that the one?
Nah, it's the next one after that one, sir.
A man was killed by stray bullets.
Come on, sir.
All right, hold on. All right, article from CNN. A man was killed by a stray bullet while eating Thanksgiving dinner with family, authorities say.
Y'all think Thanksgiving is from the Lord. Y'all think Al Sharpton told everybody to go, we should be thankful and we should celebrate Thanksgiving. But this is the problem, and that's why the scripture says, man, in those days went out of Israel a wicked man who persuaded many. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing to this day. We have wicked men amongst the nation of Israel who persuaded many of us to go out here and celebrate all of these traditions of the same people who oppress us.
Right.
Like, do you understand the type of foolishness it is for you as a black man, a black woman, to go and celebrate the day that white people murdered Native Indians?
Right.
You go have a feast to remember that. Like, I understand why white people do it. They're a bunch of savages. So like the oppressor, they're a bunch of savages.
That's right.
And devils and monsters. But as you as a so-called African American who has went through slavery and been murdered, raped, and deprived of any type of rights, why in the hell would you go celebrate it? Like, how does that benefit you celebrating the day that your brothers got murdered? How? The only reason we do that is because the wicked man of Israel have persuaded many of us, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't celebrate no damn Thanksgiving to who? These Christian pastors wanted us to be just like so-called Americans. You know what I'm saying? That's what. Come on, man. Who you think taught us about Thanksgiving? You think we would celebrate Thanksgiving on our own? No, we seen Master doing it, and guess what your pastor wanted to do? We gonna have a Thanksgiving dinner too, y'all. Go and make that cornbread and get those chitlins. Why you think everybody eat chitlins on Thanksgiving? Because that's all we had during the time of slavery. You up there eating chitlins with tater salad. Ooh. It's like I'm about to say, with dookie on potatoes. You just gobbling it up. Like, you are disgusting. Like, ugh.
Salakia. Not to sound X-rated, but there's always a discussion about, about performing certain sexual acts on women from the behind. Right. And so it calls into question, how is it that this is such a disgusting thing to you, but you eat the hell out of them chitlins every year?
You eat a bowl full.
You eating the behind out of a damn pig.
Brother, don't trip about eating Salakia by eating the groceries. You just had a bowl full of groceries.
Pig groceries.
Pig, damn. Not even human groceries. You niggas is sick. You use a what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word? You sleep with animals?
Bestiality.
You eating a bowl of bestiality. Y'all brothers and sisters are into bestiality.
Damn right.
And you do it with hot sauce. You disgusting. Y'all talking about, I would never sleep with a goat. Well, you just ate the pig's anus. You just ate his whole anus. And you cleaned it out. What, you in there running water? I seen my aunt do this. Jeez Louise.
Oh, man.
She opened the whole intestines and stuck it on the damn water, the little whatever, the faucet. Turned it on. And let the water run through while she's just trying to clean it out. And still didn't clean it because the whole house still smelled like doo-doo. And everybody just sitting around waiting. Auntie, you almost done with them chitlins? Like, I stopped. I didn't even go to her house no more just for the fact that how bad it made my clothes smell. I come out the house, I was like, damn, I smell like sewage.
Damn right.
Salakia, sir. You got it, sir. I was going to go back to the article, sir.
Con. A stray bullet struck and killed a 25-year-old man who was eating Thanksgiving dinner with his family in Norristown, Pennsylvania.
Damn.
The Montgomery County District Attorney's Office said in a news release. Edilberto Miguel Pelez Moctezuma, That brother got a long name.
This was 10 tribe out of one.
Con.
This ain't even Judah. This ain't even Judah. This is how bad and diabolical this tradition of murder has fell upon the 12 tribes of Israel. You know, I thought back then that, I thought maybe it was just Judah that kept Thanksgiving. But now you even got 10 tribes celebrating it. You even got the Northern Kingdom keeping Thanksgiving, man. Good night. So you got it, sir.
Good. Alberto Miguel Pelez Moctezuma was sitting at the table eating Thanksgiving dinner with family in a home on Arch Street when a single bullet came through the window and hit him. Family members said, the DA's office said, Norristown is about 20 miles northwest of Philadelphia. Police were dispatched to the home just before 9:30 p.m. and found him unresponsive with a gunshot wound to his torso, the office said. He was flown to Penn Presbyterian Medical Center and then pronounced dead, according to the authorities.
Damn. Brother got murdered while eating Thanksgiving dinner. You know what I'm saying? This is just one of many cases, man. One of many cases. Like, I know a lot of people like to think that the Most High isn't doing things on the Thanksgiving. You know, just because your house didn't burn down, just because none of your family members didn't get killed on Thanksgiving, don't think the Most High doesn't have these death angels out taking lives on Thanksgiving.
Sheesh.
Like, what are the odds of this man sitting down at the table with his family and getting shot with a stray bullet and dying on Thanksgiving?
So, like, if I could,
What kind, sir?
When you hear us talk about death angels, you better believe we ain't talking about nothing that is science fiction, man. Like, this brother, like exactly what you said, this brother is sitting down, getting ready to eat his disgusting Thanksgiving meal, and bow. That's it. There was no motive. It wasn't even a family member. When you read further down into the article, it wasn't even a family member that was involved with it. He just was sitting down eating like everybody regularly does and bow, dead. And it could have been anything. It could have been a heart attack. It could have been, an aneurysm. It could have been anything. Stroke. He got shot.
And so, like, if I could, they can't even blame nobody. Because they don't have nobody to blame.
Right.
They trying to figure out who did it, how it happened. They can't even blame nobody.
And then, so like if I could, what's so horrible about it is what is the chances they'll find out who did it?
That part, sir. That's the part, sir. Are they really going to find out who did it? And now this family might not never celebrate Thanksgiving again. They might not never celebrate it again. They might not. But this is a hard way to learn not to keep the feast days of these heathens, man.
That's right.
Every Thanksgiving gonna come around, and guess what the family gonna think about? They gonna think about the brother Alberto when he got killed on Thanksgiving.
Right.
Like, imagine you sitting there with your family member, y'all laughing, chilling, joking, and the only thing you hear is something go, and he drops. He drops right at the table. They're not gonna never forget that, man. They ain't gonna never forget that moment. Looking at his lifeless body on the ground. Well, y'all trying to eat turkey to remember the day of murder, man. You wanna remember a day of murder? Guess what? The Most High is gonna let you remember another day of murder when one of your family members get murdered. You're gonna remember it just like the Native Indians remember it, man. Just like Gad has to hurt on the so-called Thanksgiving Day, a lot of you are going to hurt on Thanksgiving. So many people get killed on Thanksgiving, like I don't want to say it, from family altercations, man, and different things. But in this case right here, a stray bullet hit this brother and killed him, man. Stray bullet, man. So I was going to keep going down, sir.
Con. And if I could, this part right here is heavy, this next chapter. It says, Montgomery County detectives and Norristown police launched a joint homicide investigation and found that the shooting was connected to an unrelated dispute.
Damn.
The district attorney's office said in a news release.
Damn, this didn't even have nothing to do with him. That's how you know it's the Most High, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, whatever the situation was between whoever else did shoot, like, he got hit with a bullet that didn't even have anything to do with him.
if I could.
Come on,
It didn't even have his name on it. Nobody was like, it wasn't like, okay, some rivals or something, like he was part of some crazy, ish, and some rivals came up and just shot him, or whatever the case is. He just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong damn time.
Oh, we slicer. When you keep going down, sir, this is going to be heavy. This article, sir.
Mr. Pele's Moctezuma was murdered while eating Thanksgiving dinner inside his home. And to be clear, he and his family were not involved in the dispute. District Attorney Kevin Steele said in a statement, "We will find this shooter and the others involved in this killing and seek justice for the murder of an innocent man who wasn't safe even in the confines of his own home."
Damn. So like, sir, could I get I'm going to pull the scripture right quick, sir. Sure. I'm going to read it too, sir.
I can pull it up for you real quick.
Okay, so I was going to do Amos chapter 5, verse 21, sir.
Amos chapter 5, verse 21. I despise your feast days.
So like, sir. And so like, I was just going to say, this is what his family didn't realize. This is what nobody realizes when it comes to celebrating the oppressor's feast days. The Most High hates and despises your feast days. What does it mean when it says your feast days? Thanksgiving. Because Thanksgiving isn't the Most High's feast day, man. The Feast of Dedication is the Most High's feast days, man.
Right.
That's his feast day. He doesn't hate that. He wants us to keep that feast day. But your feast day, the Most High say he despises it and he hates it, man. This is why you had this brother, man, get shot and killed on Thanksgiving, man. Because the Most High hates and despises your feast days. So like, sir, you got it, sir.
And I will not smell in your solemn assemblies.
Damn, you in there praying over the food. You sniffing the Pope. The Most High don't smell none of that trash, man. That's why he sends death angels out here, man. So like, sir, you got it, sir.
Verse 22. Though ye offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I will not accept them.
Damn, man, that's what you at Thanksgiving doing. What you doing when you praying over that food? You pray the Most High accepts your burnt offerings, because most of that damn food burnt anyway. That damn turkey, good night. That thing dried in 2 pieces of sandpaper. You know what I'm saying? That macaroni and cheese, geez Louise. Like, some of y'all cannot cook, man. Some of y'all cannot cook. The Most High don't smell none of your burnt offerings or your meat offerings. He's not smelling the pork. But down here in the South, they don't say pork, they say poke. Like, you gonna eat that pork chop? Like, damn. The Most High does not smell your poke. He does not smell your turkey. That turkey that you worked so hard in the kitchen on. Grandma went in there and basted turkey, butter. What else goes in it? She done stuffed it with every vegetable she can find in the freezer and the refrigerator. Don't stuff the turkey. The Most High don't smell any of that, man. He doesn't give a damn about your sacrifices that you try to bring up when it comes to food, man. The Most High doesn't even give a damn about your feast day. A lot of people went hard for Thanksgiving. But the Most High doesn't even give a damn about it, man.
That's right.
Doesn't even care about it. You spent, what, 2 days? You spent the whole 2 days wasting money, a whole week worth of money just to celebrate this feast day. And the Most High hates it, man.
Right.
So like I said, you got it, sir.
Con. I will not accept them, neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beasts.
Ooh-wee, the Most High does not want your peace offerings. He wants none of that. That's why you see so many brothers and sisters get murdered and get killed on Thanksgiving and these other traditions that are coming up. All right, so like I was going to go back to that article, sir.
Good. According to authorities, the earlier incident began when a 19-year-old man his girlfriend, and 2 other people were asked to leave a Thanksgiving dinner party, and alcohol was then discovered to be missing.
Ooh-wee.
The girl,
so you got it, sir.
the girlfriend's cousin arranged to get back the alcohol from outside of the 19-year-old's residence on Basin Street, which intersects with the home on Arch Street where Pelez Moctezuma was having dinners, authorities said. The cousin parked her car outside the residence, and the 19-year-old came out brandishing a gun. So she drove off. Authorities said in the news release, multiple shots were fired as she fled, and the 19-year-old then called her cell phone and threatened her, according to authorities. Investigators found 7 projectiles and 1 live round in the area of Basin and Arch Street. According to the district attorney's office, using 2 surveillance videos and analysis of the bullet hole in the window, investigators determined the fatal shot came from that shooting, authorities said.
Damn. Like the brother got killed because somebody else was drunk out of their mind. Just like we said, it never fails. Like now you got the younger generation now who, back then you had to worry about fighting, but now we at a time now where you will get shot over an argument over alcohol at a Thanksgiving party.
Damn.
You get shot and killed over an argument that has nothing to do. You were in the house, he in the house sitting at the table with his family and get shot and get killed, man. Damn. So sir, you got it, sir.
Con. The 19-year-old suspect remains at large and is considered armed and dangerous. According to the DA's office, an arrest warrant for him includes charges of first-degree murder, third-degree murder, and other weapons charges, authorities said.
Damn. All over Thanksgiving. Now you got one brother who dead, and now you got another one who's about to do time. Like, this is what we get when we celebrate Thanksgiving. We don't get the joy like these oppressors. These oppressors, when they have Thanksgiving, they enjoy it. They love it. They watching the football game. They drinking beer. They having a good time. Like, for them, Thanksgiving is truly American.
Right.
It is American as it can be. I just don't understand why black people celebrate it. When we're battling against America just to get some type of rights. They give you the right to celebrate Thanksgiving. I know that much. Salagas, I can go back to the scripture, sir.
Back to Amos.
First Maccabees, sir.
1 second.
The water, sir.
No sweat. First Maccabees, chapter 1. Let's see. First Maccabees, chapter 1. Is it verse 11?
Verse 11, sir.
Verse 11. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us.
Ooh-wee.
For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow.
That's our leaders today, man. Like, our leaders will not leave us. They won't let us be. Our black leaders, our Latino leaders, our Native Indian leaders, they won't let us grow apart from these heathens. They won't let us just build ourselves up. What they always tell, we got to love everybody. Like Ahmaud Arbery's father, man, it was a sad thing to see, man. And you could tell somebody had been in his ear coaching him to say this. Because he was just on the TV like a week and a half before the verdict for his son's death, saying that white people have always been killing us. He said, this has always happened. He said, this has always been happening to us. Being murdered, shot, and killed. He said that. And then he turned around after the verdict and said, all lives matter.
So, like, if I could.
Kind, sir.
What's so psychotic about Christianity and this empire, man, is that we could sit here and see one of our brothers, sisters get shot and still want to join our oppressor. Like, can you imagine the pain that you feel when you see somebody, like, okay, even close to home, even if it was one of our brothers or one of our sisters in Israel that came and shot one of your biological sons or your own child, you're gonna feel anger and hatred towards that person.
Right.
That's a natural feeling. You know what I'm saying? But then when you see somebody of another nation that oppresses and beats us and destroys us, and they kill one of your sons or one of your daughters, somebody close to you, you mean to tell me you don't have that burning hatred in your heart for that person that did that, especially when they did it out of hatred? Because it wasn't like them devils killed him by accident.
Right.
They were all proven guilty. It was malice murder.
Right.
They made that whole thing to be about murdering him. It wasn't like you just checking him out and making sure he was it wasn't doing nothing strange, and then he just put up a fight and we had to shoot him. No, they premeditated it. They knew they wanted to kill him. They went out there and they shot the man. And you mean to tell me you can't even muster up enough hate for them? Because you just want to be a filthy, disgusting, dirty, gay Christian.
Damn.
And just love every damn disgusting thing. If you love a murderer, you might as well love a pedophile. You might as well love every damn disgusting thing on this earth, man.
Right.
Like this is what I don't understand, Bob. When are they gonna realize that love does not fix? Like love is not going to make the white man love us. I don't get it. Like love is not gonna make the white man love us. You are not gonna be able to love the white man so hard that he's gonna say, "Oh, we're not gonna do wrong to them anymore." They love us. No, they don't care about that. They don't respect it.
Right. Right, Con, sir. And they do not, sir. You know what I'm saying? Like you keep talking about love, like you're dealing with a monster, man. You're dealing with somebody who has murdered people by the tunes of double digits of millions. Like triple. Like he's in the 100 million number when it comes to killing, if not higher than that. You know what I mean? To tell me you're gonna try to sit up there and beg for his love, hug him, kiss him. Man, this man and his woman will kill you dead.
Right.
And not have any remorse. Just like that video, sir, that we seen last week with the two devils arguing on the porch over custody over the son. Over the one devil came to the house to get his son.
Mm-hmm.
When he came to the house, his son wasn't there.
Right.
So he got into an argument with his ex-wife.
Mm-hmm.
He said, just bring me my son. So then her new boyfriend comes out like a homosexual, knowing that his woman is a evil slut.
Mm-hmm.
He comes out to defend her, and him and the guy get into a little scuffle. They get into a little scuffle. The other devil, which is the woman's new husband, goes in the house and gets the shotgun. Whatever gun he had.
It was a 22 rifle. It was a 22 caliber rifle.
Damn. And he killed him with that 22 rifle. Like he went in the house and got the rifle, came back out. The devil, who was the father, he felt offended. He was like, "You don't try to pull a gun on me." So next thing you know, they get into a little scuffle over the gun. The ex-husband grabs the gun, but the new husband, you know what I'm saying, was able to kind of break free. And when he broke free, he shot the ex-husband in the chest twice. I don't know if it was the head or the chest.
It was the chest. Shot in the chest twice.
Hit him right in the heart. Dropped him right down the scene. He dropped him right down the front porch. Killed him. And when he killed him, you should have seen that devil's face expression. You should have seen his face expression after he killed his stepson's father. You should have seen his expression. He didn't even have any type of remorse. This is what he said. "I told y'all not to come around here. I told y'all to leave. I didn't want to do it." That's what his response was after killing and murdering somebody. But yet, we should all just love this dirty bastard, man.
That's how diabolical he is, because he did that to a person of his own nation. And they say black on black crime, black on black crime. And we all, what our stance is. We learned that from you.
Right.
We learned that from Esau. You talk about black on black crime. Black people do what they see their father do. The so-called white man has became our father on this earth.
Right.
So we do what we see our father do. the robbing, the drugs, the rape, the murder, the pedophilia, that is not something we do when we are following under our righteous Father, who is the Most High God of the Bible.
Right.
But when we follow under Esau, who has became our father in this time, then guess what? We're going to be out here murdering and killing, and that was an excellent example of why black on black crime exists. It's an excellent example. When he shot that man, he killed that man, and it was over whatever quarrel they was that they was dealing with. It's the same reason why Tyrone and Jody shot each other up at the damn stove or at the house. Same reason.
Same reason, not a one.
You think a brother just pick up his gun and just go find the next person to shoot? It's always something that they're about to kill each other about. You know what I'm saying? Just like how Esau does.
Kind of on sir. And
they try to alienate what goes on in our culture from them to make it seem like we're just a bunch of animals that have no control, but we've learned our animalistic behavior from them.
Right. Damn right. That's heavy as hell, out of one. Like, that's what we need to realize, man. Like, we got to do something different besides following after these oppressors.
Right.
Slash, it was still anything else on that one, sir?
Yeah. Salakia. Let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that they are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have much sorrow. Dang. That was it on that, yeah.
Sir. And that's the problem we got right now, man. A lot of our so-called Black, Latino, and Native Indian leaders, man, they feel as if we do not stay around these heathens, we're going to be in a lot of sorrow.
Right.
We're going to be in a lot of sorrow and a lot of pain. Because at the end of the day, it's big money for those type of guys, man. For those type of people, man, those politicians who are in the pockets of our oppressors, man. It's big money for them to be around. It's big money for them to misguide us. Why you think they give T.D. Jakes all that money, man? Because he helps further the agenda of the oppressor, man. He helps to keep us asleep. You know, he got you in the church. I wonder if he eats pork. That neck says yes. His neck says, I eat all the pork. You know what I'm saying? Like, he looks like his blood pressure is high right now as we speak, man.
Right.
T.D. Jakes will eat the fat back. He put the fat back on the pork chop sandwich.
Right.
With mayonnaise. Just to get the blood pressure extra high. So that was it on that one, sir?
That was it on that.
Sir, I'm going to go to Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 4, sir. Just to show our people how the Most High told us, man, about how we were going to lose our identity, man.
Jeremiah 17 and 4. You said 17 and 4?
Sir.
Jeremiah 17 and 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thy heritage and that I gave thee.
Right. Like, even now to this day, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians have discontinued from their heritage, man. That the Most High gave us, not man and not woman. Like, the Most High gave us a heritage, and when it means we discontinue, we just stop doing it. We stop doing it. It's like certain toys that might be discontinued. You know, you can't do nothing with them. And that's what we did with the law, statutes, and commandments, man. That's what we did, man.
Right.
The Most High said we just, you know, the heritage that we had, man, we just would leave it where it was at, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We discontinued from our heritage, man. We stopped keeping the feast days of the Most High, man. We stopped keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments. We stopped loving our brothers and sisters as ourselves, man. We wanted to follow after the heathens, but the Most High said that we would do this, man. The Most High said we would discontinue from our heritage. And our heritage is the 12 tribes of Israel is serving the Most High, man. So you got it, sir.
Right. And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
And that's what happened to us, man. That's what happened to Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We forgot how to serve the Most High because we didn't have our heritage, man. And we got it put into bondage, man. You know what I'm saying? In a land that none of us knew, man. Same thing with the so-called Latinos and the Native Indians, man. All of us got put into different lands, and over time, we forgot who we were, man. Over time, we forgot where we came from. We forgot the language that we spoke. We forgot all of these things, man. But that was a part of the curse, man. That was a part of the curse that was listed to the nation of Israel, man. Not to that fake bastard over there in Israel calling himself us. Ain't none of them ever had to discontinue from their heritage, man. None of them. But blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man, we don't know nothing about nothing, man. We don't know how to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. We don't know anything when it comes to serving the Most High. The only thing we know how to serve now is our flesh and Satan.
Right.
That's it. Slack, was there anything else on that one, sir?
Says, for ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever.
Ooh-wee. That's the last thing you want to do is piss the Most High off, man.
Damn right.
That's the last thing you want to do. If we could, sir, can we get that other story about Thanksgiving, sir, about the winds?
Come.
Let me show you what happened when you piss the Most High off. Give you just a little small example of what happens when you piss the Most High off, man. And that's what we don't understand as blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We have pissed the Most High off, man. Like, he watched all of us sit down and eat the damn Thanksgiving dinner, and it pissed him off. Now we got Christmas coming up. Damn. You got sisters that's going to sell everything, including themselves, just to get gifts from the kids, man.
I'm waiting for it. It's taking a minute for it to pop up right. Oh, I got it right here.
Con, sir.
It's heavy you say that, man, because it's like the Bible talks about how Israel is hard headed, man. You know what I'm saying? And so we see all of these deaths around us, but because we're so blinded by our own lust and our own flesh, we don't even pay attention to the fact that we're dying because of these holidays. And it's Thanksgiving, and all of these brothers and sisters die every year, you know what I'm saying, because of these holidays. But then we get ready to celebrate the biggest holiday out of all. Like Christmas, people don't understand that Christmas in this society is the equivalent to Passover inside of our kingdom.
Right.
Like, Christmas is big. Christmas is the white man's big holiday. Like, out of all of the holidays, that's the holiday that is the biggest. The parades, the money, this and that, and it's caught the eyes of our people and has entrapped them, man, to the point where they don't see that we're dying by the millions and by the thousands of millions because of us celebrating. Because in their mind, it's innocent.
Right.
In their mind, Christmas toys and Christmas lights and the spirit and this and that. But they're not looking at the news. They're not reading the newspapers where people are literally getting shot and dying and overdosing on drugs and committing suicide on these particular days. I got you right here.
Con, sir.
All right, okay, con. All right, Thanksgiving brings strong winds, power shutoffs, and fire danger. Southern California was buffeted by gusty Santa Ana winds on Thanksgiving Day, heightening fire danger and leaving tens of thousands without power but causing little damage. Wind gusts topped 80 miles per hour overnight Wednesday in some mountains and hillside areas, toppling some trees. In North Hollywood, where winds peaked at 67 miles per hour, a tree fell on a house in the 11200 block of Califa Avenue at 12:51 a.m. Thursday. Los Angeles Fire Department spokeswoman Margaret Stewart said no injuries were reported. Elsewhere, winds gusted from 50 miles per hour to more than 60 miles per hour in parts of San Fernando Valley early Thursday, hitting a high of 89 miles per hour in the Browns Canyon at 4:20 a.m.
Damn.
By midday Thursday, the gust had subsided somewhat to the 30s and 40s through most of the valley and somewhat higher in the surrounding mountains. A red flag warning went to an effect at 10 a.m. Wednesday for much of Los Angeles and Ventura counties. It will, Salaki, it will last through 6 p.m. Friday as gusty northeast winds and bone-dry air bring the potential for critical fire weather in the region, according to the National Weather Service. As of Thursday afternoon, Southern California Edison has shut off power to more than 75,000 customers, with an additional 168,000 possibly facing shutoffs. The utility said the shutoffs were necessary to reduce the danger of fire from utility lines knocked down by winds.
Damn, you couldn't even cook your damn turkey. You couldn't even cook your turkey that day. Most High let the power get shut off. You couldn't even cook the damn turkey. Y'all want to keep playing around thinking it's a joke with the Most High, man. Yeah, now y'all think it's a joke. Y'all think it's a game. You think everything is a joke in a game, man. The Most High shut down a lot of power in California to where people couldn't even celebrate Thanksgiving, man. 165,000 people's power got shut off because of wind gust. Damn.
That was an angel of the Lord.
The Most High had an angel pick up the speed on the wind. You couldn't even cook your damn turkey. When you cook your turkey that day, Big Mama went in that kitchen. You know, in Cali, it's a lot of big mamas in California too now.
Yeah.
You know, and Issachar get down with Thanksgiving too up there in California.
Yeah.
You know, Big Mama went in there. She about to cook that damn turkey. She went and flipped the light switch. She was like, I know we paid the light bill, baby. Like, oh, Grandma, they said the power out. How we gonna celebrate the Lord's Thanksgiving? Ain't nobody cooking turkey. It's Sandwich Day.
Sandwich Day. One of the cousins or uncles in the house. I'm tired.
I'm tired of this day. Like, yeah, we gonna and Judah is so much in the spirit of Satan. They will go buy turkey sandwich meat just to keep the tradition alive. Like,
don't care what nobody said. We gonna make this work today.
We gonna make it work.
He got the cranberry sauce and everything.
Judah don't went in there and goddamn smothered the cranberry sauce on 2 loaves of bread and put turkey meat on it. Like, just to keep the spirit of Thanksgiving alive. And y'all still gonna pray over that damn sandwich. Bruh man from the 5th floor gonna come make a sandwich net. He gonna come down and make him a good sandwich. Good night. I think this is a joke in the game, man. The Most High is not playing. That's just some of the stories on Thanksgiving. It's so many, you can't even get into all of them, man. So many stories, you can't even get into all of them, man. Damn. Most High made y'all eat turkey sandwiches on Thanksgiving. Salagi, sir. I was going to go back into that Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 4, sir.
God. Said Jeremiah 17, verse 4.
Con, sir.
Jeremiah 17 and 4. And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thy heritage and that I gave thee. And I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever. Verse 5. Thus saith the Most High, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departeth from the Most High.
Right, and that's what a lot of our leaders have done, man. A lot of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian leaders, man, we have discontinued from our heritage, and we have put our trust in man. That's what our leaders have done. They don't trust in the Most High, man. You had all those black pastors during that time when Donald Trump was in the chair go up there and put all their trust and faith in the man. They didn't believe in the Most High. They went up, like these bastards, like, I forgot where church that was. It was a mega church. Well, Donald Trump came into church. They gave Donald Trump the purple robe and put it on him like he was the godfather of hip hop. Like
that was a black church?
Kind of one kind, sir. A black church with this racist the same oppressor who said, vote for me What do you got to lose? The same president who shot basketball with with paper towels to our Puerto Rican brothers during the time of their calamity after the hurricane. Y'all let him come into church and give him the sanctified robe of 3,000 and bless him. I'm surprised they ain't had that homosexual pastor who liked to lay on men and dry hump and air hump them.
So Lakia, there's a scripture, and I'm paraphrasing, that says they have respect for the gay man, or the man that wears the gay clothing.
Sir.
And it's talking about the rich man, how they have respect for a man that is rich, and they treat and they treat the poor man like he's nothing, like he's a stool. And so then when you said that, it just reminds you of which preacher was you was talking about right there before that?
Which one, sir?
The church that you said was letting the church right before that.
Let me get it. I got it right here, so I can get it right now, sir.
Good. Because it was the same thing. It was some context on that church. It kind of slipped my mind right there.
Let me see. Can I find it, sir?
That's the one you were talking about? The one right before the example you gave right before you started talking about the preacher that was dry humping. That was dry humping the congregation.
Carnival Khan, sir. Matter of fact, let me see what this is. I think this is it right here. Damn, so like, so I think, yeah, I think this it right here. This is it right here. It was that church in Detroit.
And what was you saying? What was going on directly with that one?
This is the one where they prayed over Donald Trump when he came into the church.
Right. So that, so I needed that to get my point back in line, because I had kind of slipped. I had kind of lost it. All right. So but the scripture talks about they have respect for the rich man, and so that it doesn't surprise me when they do that, because they did the same. Do you remember there was a video that came out one time before, and they had Bishop Eddie Long sitting in this throne, and they was carrying the throne around. And they was carrying this throne around in this big mega church with Eddie Long sitting in the church. I mean, sitting in that throne.
Eddie Long?
Eddie Long. Bishop Eddie Long. This is before he had got sick and died of cancer. Or died of AIDS, Salakia.
So they say he had cancer.
Right, so they say. But they had him sitting, and then, here's the crazy part, and I might be misquoting this, but they also referred to him as the King of the Jews.
God damn.
I'm gonna find this video. It's a video out there on YouTube where they got Bishop Eddie Long in a purple robe, because you remember purple was supposed to signify being rich. I think they had him in a purple robe. They put a crown on his head. He was sitting on a throne. There were brothers carrying him around with the throne, and whoever was the lead pastor at that time, or whoever was leading that service, kept referring to him as I think it was one of them white pastors, one of them cracker pastors, and they kept referring to him as the King of the Jews.
Oh, I see it right here too.
You see what I'm talking about? Yeah, that one. It is so disgusting now. Oh, it is so disgusting.
It says Bishop Eddie wrapped in the Torah. It says a Colorado rabbi wrapped embattled Bishop Eddie Long and a Torah scroll, says he has been raised to a kingship. Good night. Only kingship he had was trying to battle that HIV.
Brother, that's like a total mockery against us as well, because that's what they would make him a king. Why? Because he is destroyed. The only thing he's going to do is teach us, is mislead us. He's going to keep us homosexuals. He's going to continue making us drug dealers and all of that. He's just going to keep us the same. So it would make sense why they would give him such a, I guess, prestige honor in the Jewish or rabbi faith.
Damn, they wrapped him in the Torah. What is the significance of that? That's a homosexual wrapped in the Torah.
What you looking at, is that the one where he's sitting in the throne?
Yeah, kind
yeah,
of.
Man, they had him sitting in the throne. They was carrying him around.
It looks so gay. Damn. He got a bunch. He probably loved that, having all those men around him.
Brother, he sucked. Let me tell you, when I say this, it's the truth. He sucked every penny out of everybody's pockets that day.
Damn, they made a lot of money that day.
They made a lot of money because they had that rabbi, and everybody knows that the Jewish people are some of the biggest pimps because they run the majority of all the money in the earth.
Right.
So it does not surprise me, not to throw us way off topic, but it does not surprise me if that day was meant to produce a certain revenue to that church and in their own pockets.
And so, like, if I could, they probably paid the rabbi to come just to do all that.
Yeah, that's what it is. Because other words, and this is the simplicity of our people. Why did they bring that rabbi? Because they know that white people will accept what he says. They're gonna believe what the white man says.
Damn. Bishop Eddie Long. I don't even like saying his name. Bishop Eddie.
We're just gonna call him Eddie.
Eddie got wrapped in the Torah, and the Most High killed him over that mockery too. He got wrapped in the Torah, and then he got put in a box, a nice pine box, and got buried a raisin with a suit on.
Sheesh.
Damn. They talking about it was cancer that killed Eddie Long. It was the Most High who killed Eddie.
I'm just never gonna believe that, specifically because he's in Atlanta.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he was caught messing around with gay men in Atlanta. And we know that Atlanta is known for the AIDS rate in Atlanta. So
Eddie Long was having unprotected sex with somebody's man. Somebody most likely on the deacon board. Maybe Kurt Stanklin. Kurt was not making music. Ugh. Good night. Okay, so I was gonna go to 2 Maccabees chapter 6 and verse 1, sir.
God. 2 Maccabees chapter 6. Hold on 1 second, Salaki. 2 Maccabees chapter 6, verse 1. Not long after this, the king sent an old man of Athens to compel the Jews to depart from the laws of their fathers and not live after the laws of the Most High.
Damn. That's what happened to us now, man. But this time they forced us to do that here in the land of America. We don't even keep none of the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, man. We do what we feel. We say we keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. We say we good Christians. We say we good Christians, but hell, we do what the hell we want to do.
Right.
The Bible says don't eat pork. Guess what? Your pastor eats pork. The Bible says don't be a homosexual. Guess what? Your pastor's a homosexual.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But this is something that has always happened to us, man. When we started to discontinue from our heritage, man, we also started to discontinue from the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. When we sinned against the Most High, man, the Most High allowed us to fall away from his commandments and from his laws and from his statutes. He took all of that away from us, man. And then we started to worship the heathen. Salaki, sir, I was gonna keep going, so I'm gonna try to keep up with you on this one, sir.
God. verse 2. And to pollute also the temple in Jerusalem, and to call it the temple of Jupiter Olympus. Damn.
Like our people, man, that's what happens when you start to follow these other nations, man. You'll stop serving your God just to serve them. And when you start to follow them, they'll start to incorporate their laws and their ways and their thinkings and their gods on you. Why do you think we, celebrate Christmas? Christmas has nothing to do about the Bible. Just like New Year's Day, New Year's Eve, that has nothing to do with the Bible. But look at us, all of us. We'll keep all of these traditions. We waiting on New Year's. We ready to count down 5, 4, 3, count down and Happy New Year's when all of that is heathen traditions, man. All of that stuff. Christmas, Thanksgiving, all of that is heathen tradition, man. But yet we still go out here and follow these devils, man. So like, sir, you got it, sir.
God. And that in Gerizim of Jupiter, the defender of strangers, as they did desire that dwelt in the place. Verse 3, the coming in of the midst of Salakia. 3, the coming in of this mischief was sore and grievous to the people. Verse 4, for the temple was filled with riot and revelling by the Gentiles who dallied with harlots.
Damn.
And had to do with women within the circuit of the holy places.
Damn, these bastards was inside of our holy place having sex with whores. Don't that sound a little familiar to you? Don't that sound like your Christian church? Ain't your pastors in there sleeping with them whores? Big Mama? Ain't the pastor in there sleeping with married women inside these churches? The churches are not the holy places of the Most High now, but just to put it in a nutshell, like the Christians consider themselves true followers of the Most High. They consider themselves men and women of God. But yet, inside the churches, it's all type of adultery and whoredom going on inside these churches. You got pastors paying for prostitutes.
Right.
You got pastors paying for prostitutes, bringing them to the damn church and having sex with them, man.
That's right.
In the church. You don't believe it, do you? They are in those churches having sex with prostitutes. They doing it all inside of these churches, man.
Right.
Slice, so was anything on that one, sir?
And besides that, brought in things that were not lawful.
Damn. Oh, yeah. That's what you do in these churches. You bring in all type of things that are not lawful. Homosexuality. They say it's okay for 2 men and a woman to get married. They bring that inside the so-called temple of the Most High.
Damn right.
That's what they do. You go in the church, you got a woman in a man's suit with the whole family with the damn. You got the homosexual woman in there proclaiming to be a man. She got the suit on. She got the straight back braids. She in there holding the baby like she's the man.
Damn.
She's the woman. She's a woman too. Like, it's damn.
But then you got, so like if I could, you got Antoine, who's part of the you got Antoine, who's part of the praise team.
Oh, so like I said, that's my middle name, but it's Anton. Anton, like Fisher. It's
So
like, no, but he's straight.
Your name is Aban Kara.
That's Aban Kara.
Give that a hand.
Come on. Powerful hand.
This brother is named Twan.
Tricringy. Some gay name.
Right.
Traquez. Traquez. Like you said, on the praise team. What the hell is the praise team? Damn. I seen a video. It was on YouTube, and it was a praise team. And they was just... What, did you see the video? I don't know if you seen it. It was a brother on the praise team. He was just doing God knows what. And just started throwing random stuff.
What?
Like threw a shirt, a hat, something, and it hit the old lady.
It was like a pillow or something.
I
know what you're talking about, yeah.
He was a part of the praise team. Like, come on, man.
Like, brother, you got Tourette's or something going on.
Like, you come to the church to try to learn about the Most High, then you got this boy lover dancing like how as a father do you let your girls be a part of a praise team where 9 times out of 10 the homosexual man is the leader of the praise team?
Sheesh.
And you got a sister man up there teaching your daughters on how to do praise dance. He bending his neck back like, God damn, I can't go to these churches.
It's a lot,
These churches are diabolical.
It's disgusting. It's a lot. The last few years of me being inside of the Christian church, I could never understand why there wasn't really men in that church. And what I mean by that is, of course, there were males in that church. There were men in the church, but I could never understand why. Because what would happen was periodically you'll get that one brother that might have just got out of prison, or you get that one brother that just came out of the streets, or that one brother who might have just never really dealt with church like that and just wasn't down with religion. And he finally comes in and he in his mind he's saying, okay, I'm coming to change my life and this and that, because he done got in some trouble.
Right.
But he'll be there that one Sunday, you never see him again. And I never could understand it up until the Most High put the Spirit on me to realize where the hell I was and what the hell we was doing up in there, man. And the reason why there was no men in there, and I mean men like as far as masculine men, was because there is no masculinity in that place, man. It's a place ran by women and homosexuals, and that's just a fact of a matter.
Yeah,
and if
right.
you just so happen to get the Spirit on you to get up out of that church, you better go, because I had to learn at a young age that it was time for me to get up out of there. I wish I had never been brought up in that place.
Right.
But I learned at a young age, coming out of that church and coming into the truth, you know what I'm saying, that the whole time I was up in there, I was in there being filthy and disgusting in the eyes of Most High. And those scriptures that you just pulled in 2nd Maccabees, that's heavy, because that's literally what the Christian church does. Like they literally, it was saying that they bring unlawful things in there, and it was, having sex with harlots. That's the same thing that the pastors do in the church. I seen some unspeakable things inside of the church, man. Some unspeakable things. I've heard of unspeakable things. I've heard of things that would make you wonder why the Most High God ain't shot a fireball from the heaven down on that church, man.
Right.
It's disgusting.
Kind of one kind, sir.
Like we should just say every time we pass up a church, we should just call it Jupiter Olympus.
That's it, Otto one.
There go Jupiter Olympus.
That's it. That's who they worshiping in the. You ain't worshiping the Most High, but you are worshiping Jupiter and Olympus. You keep all the customs and traditions of America. Damn. Who would have thought ever this many years after us being slaves here in America, we would still want to serve our oppressor. Still want to serve our oppressor. And get mad when other people don't want to celebrate the oppression.
Right.
Damn. Slack says it's about 9 o'clock.
You better close up. You got
Colonel Constant. All right, with that, we're going to go ahead and close out. You read the announcement, sir?
Yeah, go ahead.
ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We root for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can read about this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21. Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. Means 10th in the Hebrew, Ma'asharah. 10% of every penny of any increase the Most High gives you. Give to the Treasury Department a teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. Right now we are in the Feast of Dedications, which is Hanukkah. It is the 25th day of the 9th month by the space of 8 days. It is from Sunday, the 28th of November 2021, and for 8 days. You can read about this in 1 Maccabees chapter 4, verse 52 through 61. Remind Ackman Aqua to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a troop in the school, to start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, shalom.